How you doing? I'll be right back. That's better. That's better. I had to turn on my ring light. I hope everybody's doing okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and find the video so I can be watching the live stream. Just about got it. And I see you guys are all speaking to one another. Content. Live. There we go. Let me see. Let's turn that PC this way and I can speak to everybody. Let's go back to the top. Lavender for Luck, how are you? Thank you for being here. Aunt Tia's Backyard. Sifting Some Soil, 55. Angel Loves Garden. And Miss Brenda Allen is in the house. Cotham Creations, Barb Brownlee. Allsnet Homesteader, At Home with Cherie. Miss Quinny's Playroom. Melissa SoCal. Andrea Lucas, I think I spoke to already. And Bobby Wilson. Karen Witherspoon. I think everybody just speaking to everybody. Yankee Sister. Grandmama Grows. Sometimes I think I'm repeating the same names, but forgive me if I am. Sunflower Sammy. Shawana Ruth is here. Yankee Sister Homestead. Let me make sure I put that Homestead in there. I've been watching your videos. And I've been watching a lot of my granny's garden videos. I don't know about you all, but I haven't been getting all of my notifications. But it could have happened when I was real busy around Christmas time. Tracy Jones is here. Stinky Puddle Ranch is in the house. David Corey. And it said David Corey with crop. That's a little bit different, I think. The Weekend Garden Show is in the house. And Maria Graham and Ladybug Palmer. Chris White is here. Tasha Oshie Grows. And I think I got everybody. Thank you all so much. Do you all see me and hear me pretty clear? You know, it's hard to tell when you don't have your sound coming. And sometimes when I watch the replay, I think I talk too loud. So turn your volume down if that's the case, because this old lady may not remember. It looks like it's a little cloudy too. I wonder, is that my camera on my phone? I doubt it. Everything's okay. Let me just put this. I wanted to show Best Yet's picture. Because I'm very proud of that. I'm very honored. that she thought enough of me to paint my favorite bird. And, of course, you guys know that's the hummingbird. It's a little crooked. And then, of course, my favorite flower is the hibiscus. And then I got to turn on my letterbox. And I guess I'll leave it on red today from Stinky Puddle Ranch. Is it blinking? Green is fine too. I love those little things. Those little touches get us going. Now, okay, let me take a deep breath. I want to thank all of my golden girls. You know you are in the Grow Your Own Club, and let's call out their names. And they are none other than Miss Ellen Pankey, Viola Graham. And Viola Graham is the content creator, My Granny's Garden, Jean Dudley, Deb M. And Deb M sent me an email showing me how beautifully her comfrey has grown. In fact, a lot of you have, but this is one that I remembered because I got it today or yesterday. And she included a picture. And if you don't know comfrey, who is, oh, okay, that's somebody else. Let me go back. Deb M. Oh, I won't be able to show you the picture. I could have showed you on my other phone. But it has overgrown out of the container. She already potted up once. So those of you who purchased some comfrey from me, or you want comfrey from me and I shipped it to you, or I sent it to you as for a present, even if the leaves are slightly wilted when you get them, the roots are still growing vigorously, and you're going to need to pop them up very, very soon. Not my next video, but the video that I'll show toward the end of the week, I'm going to give you some of the stages of how fast the comfrey grows. You're going to be surprised. And if you live in any zone 10 or above, you can go ahead and put yours in the ground now, if you're not in any danger of getting a freeze. But if you think that you may get a freeze, because we know that some areas were hit with the polar vortex, whatever you want to call it, last February, some places got freezes and low temperatures that we haven't experienced in decades. I know for me in zone 8A in Mesquite, Texas, we got down to 3, and I lost a lot. But I also recovered a lot. And Deb, I'm looking at yours, grow zone. You are in Florida 10B. I would put it in a real big pot or put it in the ground if you have any way to cover it up should something happens, okay? I'm going to start off by saying the other person is Joyce L. Moore. Now, I got a couple loose ends. So if you're watching this replay, I want to get all my announcements in the beginning so that you can be sure to get them. And I got to clear up some stuff off. I got all these windows open. I need an email address, pardon me. I need a mailing address, and I emailed this person, L.E. Holmes, to get your Texas Star Hibiscus seeds to you. I need an address. I sent a couple of email addresses, a couple more emails requesting addresses for Melissa Fose, Folse. And I think that's it. So I'm clearing everything off from last year. If I don't hear from these people by Let me pull up my calendar, and I'm going to close the case out. If I don't hear anything by Friday, January the 14th, I'm going to just assume that you left me a donation, and that's why you didn't leave a address. And let me just say, I've said it already, that I thank everybody that sent me a Christmas gift. And I don't want you to think that if your Christmas gift was not an expensive gift, I don't want you to think that I didn't appreciate it as much as the expensive one were. Because if you was something homemade or you gave, whatever it was, you gave from your heart. And that is what's most important to me. And that is why I decided not to read off a long list or do an exhibition of who gave me what. Proper etiquette says that you have 6 months to a year. I'm old-timey now. I'm old school to send an acknowledgement. So I'm going to be sending thank you notes in the mail for those that I have addresses for, and for those that I don't have an address to send a thank you note, I will be sending you an email to let you personally know I appreciated it, because I'm old school. Okay? All right. Just to clear that up, I don't want anybody thinking, she didn't mean to call my name out. And I sent that. No. I will. I've just been real busy. I got a lot of things in the fire, and I can't talk about a lot of them until they're confirmed. But I will be making some announcements soon. I started my Master Herbalist class on Sunday, and I'm running a little bit behind on the schedule, and I have decided that I am not going to give a class until January 23rd, which will be pressure canning class. And then it's going to be a question and answer. Any topic that you want to discuss for those that are in the Make Your Own program. I may do like a half an hour lecture or something. I'm not really sure. But I want it to be a chance for people who miss some classes because of the holiday or whatever conflict of the scheduling was. Put that on your schedule. Make your own products. Question and answer will be Sunday, the 30th of January. And anybody who has not attended a pressure canning class, that would be Sunday, the 23rd. And the classes always start at noon. Go to early service. It start at noon and they will finish at 2. And then I start my herbal class at 3 o'clock. Okay? Any questions there? Can one of my moderators please put that in the chat for me? Thank you, Girl with Hudson. Pressure canning. Pressure canning is not question and answer. They'll actually pressure can. You will actually pressure can if you have everything already. Okay, and then we'll do question and answer at the end. And the product making class is strictly question and answer. Because there were some people that missed the candle class. It was some people that missed the oils and butters, that type of thing. And then in February, I will list the schedule for the whole month. Okay. Some of you all have sent me some emails about what you bought with your Cash App donation that you won off the channel, because I didn't realize that I wasn't going to get enough of the stevia seeds. So if you want to get them and start growing with us, we're starting them this week. And a couple people I know have started them already. But you get 15 seeds in the package at Baker Creek. If anybody else can get a better deal, please let us know. because I use a lot of stevia. It's in my tea. I'm experimenting with another tea. It's kind of similar to peace, but it's got a little bit more peach. It got peach in it instead. That's why you see it's a little different in the color. I don't even know if I'm going to market this one yet, but I'm just experimenting. But I do know that my blood pressure has been great. Hey, Blissful Savings, are country seeds available for purchase? Okay, Blissful Savings, you might not be familiar with my format. I go over everything on my agenda first, and then I'll open the floor up for questions and answers, and you must put your question in all caps. But since you didn't know, I'm going to go ahead and answer your question. Comfrey seeds are sterile. You cannot produce, not all comfrey seeds, pardon me. The comfrey that I have been promoting and using for years is called Russian Blocking 14. It can only be started with a cutting because the seeds are sterile. You cannot start it with seeds. This particular variety has the most nutrients that all plants and trees need. Okay? The only thing that I find that is lacking is calcium, and I add that to my soil with garden lime so that I don't get blossom end rot on my peppers and my tomatoes. But I don't buy any other fertilizer. I do use worm castings. I do use worm casting tea. I make weed tea, compost tea. But the main source of my fertilization of my plants and trees come from fermented comfrey, comfrey leaves that I chop and drop, and compost and compost tea. I hope I answered your question. And I see one of my moderators is reminding you to put them in all caps. But please wait until I take care of business first. Okay? All right. Let's remember, let me put on my Cash App. If you want to help me pass on seeds and products to other people, if you want to donate to this channel, there's my Cash App. If you have a question about my elderberries and my fig tree saplings, which are rooted cuttings from what I have grown, there is my email. If you are new, to my channel and you want to join, you want to join one of my, see, I talk to myself, my mind spins. I didn't mean to say that out loud. There's the link to my channel so you can join our groups. And now, like every week, I'm getting ready to announce what the club perks are. You can join for $2.99 a month, and you will get the seed of the month if you want them. I'll mail them to you. And you can also get a shout out every Monday night when I have my Monday night chat. And once a month, after you've been in the club for a month, you can hit that on your PC is a $. And if you click on it and then click on membership, you can do a special shout out, personalize it any way you want to without profanity. And you also get to link your channel every week. Okay, hey Barb, thank you for putting the Cash App up. And for $4.99 a month, you get all the perks that I just mentioned from the Grow Your Own Club. But with this one, you get to attend a food preservation class. One class every month, no money, and it's $4.99. And after you have after you have taken all the classes that you want, you can downgrade your membership or cancel it. Okay? And for $9.99 a month, I show you how to start your own business. And I'll give you basic formulation for everything that I learned to make, that I spent a lot of money to learn how to do. And you learn a lot, okay? And even if you just want to make things for your family, your loved ones, your friends, from natural candles to natural body butters to natural moisturizing oils for your hair and skin, you name it, I'm going to share it with you, okay? So that's $9.99 a month. And no, I'm very sorry. You cannot Cash App me the money every month. That's illegal. According to YouTube, you must go through the YouTube channel. Okay? No side deals. Okay? I have to say that every week because somebody will email me and ask me. Okay. All right. Now, at this time, I would like for everybody that is a perk member to put up your YouTube channel. And let's say you don't have a YouTube channel yet. I'm pleased to announce that we have several people in here that have started their channels, okay, based upon the encouragement of this group. But if you don't have a channel, you can put up your name and your growing zone. And anybody that does have a channel, please put up your name of your channel, a link to it, and your growing zone. So you guys can make friends with people that are close to you and have similar weather patterns, insect problems, environmental things that you all have in common. So let's put them all up right now. Giving you a few minutes to put them up. Hey, Tracy, she's in zone 6B. Chai Moss Farm is in 7B. Tia's Backyard Garden is in 5B/6B. And she's giving you a link so you can subscribe to her channel. I love how she put subscribe and like. Very good. Andrea Lucas is in Washington, Tacoma, Washington, zone 7B. Lorraine T is in 7A, South Jersey. Stinky Puddle Ranch is on the borderline. They're at 6B/7A and 7B. They got some crazy weather there. And Salon Diva V Home and Garden. What zone are you in, sweetie? Salon Diva Home and Garden. Queenie is in 8B. Her channel is for children, but she's still in 7AB. That's wonderful. And Sunflower Sammy is in 9B in Arizona. Yankee Sister Homestead is at 6A. Yankee Sister, don't you have a channel? You can go to YouTube Studio, and right across the top it says your URL for your channel. I thought I saw you, Yankee Sister. Hey, Cherie, I don't know if I spoke to you already. She's in your Make Your Own Club member, and she's in 4B. And you could have put the link to your channel, Cherie, if you like. A Fisher Frontier Farms. She's in Zone 8A like I am in Georgia, but I'm in Texas. And know this, while I'm saying this, Sifting Some Soil is in 9A in Texas. Let's take that for an example. She's in 9A in Texas. I am in 8A in Texas. And somebody else I just read, A Fisher Frontier Farm, she's in 8A Atlanta. Our weather is different. But on the gardening scale, our temperature is similar, but it still could be different. That's why I'd like for you to put your city and state in there as well. And who is that? They're part of the Products Club. I just missed it. Oh, it's going too fast. I don't need to sat anything. I stay around the corner from you, Auntie. So, say anything. So you're my help. Oh, thank you, David. I know what you meant. You meant to say, you put say. Okay. Ladybug Palmer is in the house. I know who that is. That is Miss Melissa. She was the one that told me about the lanterns. And I got a card coming in the mail for you, Miss Melissa. County Homesteading and Pooh Bear, thank you for being here. And Best Yet said, I think we should still sub to non-creators because when they grow to 500 subs, they will be able to share out other channels. Very good idea, Best Yet. I wasn't aware of that. So even if you're not a content creator, if you created a name on YouTube, we can still subscribe to you. Very good. Thank you for telling me that. They call me Sunshine, said her stevia has sprouted. That deserves a bell, because I told you all I had trouble growing the seeds before. So I gotta grow it this time. Now I received, and I made a video, 3 plants for $10 from Miss Beverly, my real older dear friend, who I've been doing her hair since 1992. And I have purchased some of the stevia plants at Lowe's, and I may have to purchase some to supplement, and I'll show you all if I do. But this year I'm starting earlier, and hopefully I can get them going, because stevia, I extract that sweetie leaf plant and put it in my tea. And it has 0 calorie, 0 glycemic index, and I'm showing my gray hair. My glitter was showing. And it won't raise your, elevate your blood sugar. So it's really, really good. Hey, Mignon. Elion, Mignon. I think I'm saying that right. You're in 7B. Deborah Johnson. She just started her turmeric and ginger in the house. Wish me well. Exactly. And I saw, I think it was Angel Loves Garden, starting hers, and it reminded me that I got to start mine too, because I usually start mine in January. And David Corey said he does gardening and art on his channel. And Yankee Sister, it looks like Growing with Hudson put up your channel. And Salon Diva and Home and Garden says she's struggling to get 500 subs. Okay, I'll check you out after this is over. Grace and Fire is in the house. And Denise is getting ready to start her stevia seeds. Okay, great. Hey, Andale, I don't know if I spoke to you already. And hey, Lydia. Okay. Okay, so now we got all the groups and the moderators. And I told you I was going to combine blessings from the garden. And this week, I want to highlight Miss Viola Graham, and her YouTube channel is My Granny's Garden. Antia, no, I haven't spoken with Miss Larita, but I have been checking on her, and I spoke with her husband. And she knows that we're praying that she gets better. And thank you, Best Jeff, for telling everybody to hit the like bell. And I want every moderator that can to put up, hi, Fat Cat, Miss Viola Graham's URL to her YouTube channel. I want it to get up there at least 5 or 6 times. My Granny's Garden. If you all would do that for me. Thank you, Stinky Puddle Ranch. Got it right. First time. My Granny's Garden. I was so happy to see all those videos. I don't know. Like I said, I know I was real busy. The pressure was on. I put too much pressure on me this week. I won't do it again. I did the gift certificates, the people that I had blessed with comfrey, people who purchased comfrey, the Christmas rush, the elderberry cuttings that are rooted, the fig tree. Some people want fig trees. I put all of that rush on me the last 2 weeks before Christmas, and I mean, it really wore me down. And I just put too much on my plate. So I'm loving that people are saying that they checked out my granny's garden. Every week, I'm going to feature somebody's gardener. I don't like to say, go over there and subscribe. I don't do that. I say, go check them out. Because we want people who are sincere to check them out. And if you like the information, which I know you will, I'm not going to mention anybody that I don't think you'll like the information. And watch their videos and like it. And after you like them, if you like them, then you know what to do. Okay? Miss Kia Park said, I watched and enjoyed her videos this past week. I really did too. So Andale put her link up. This today is all about my granny's garden. Go check her out, people. Check her out. Fat Cat Rain says she loves my granny's garden. Yes, this is Viola. Best yet. And speaking of best yet, she started up her Whoop Whoop show. She had a wonderful show on today, a little earlier than she normally comes on, but you all can check out the replay and check her out every week. And she features fellow gardeners. And this week she featured Ernie the Hat Maker. And she's another person that is always encouraging and spotlighting other content creators and making us aware of a lot of channels that we may not ordinarily check out. Okay, that's what this is all about. This is not about politics or anything like that. This is about helping one another out. Okay? All right. Miss Kia, I think she said she watched some of hers. Yankee Sister Holmes says that Miss Viola is a major sweetheart. I agree. Bobby Wilson said, my granny's garden is doing an outstanding job. Best Yes said, yes, Miss Granny's garden. Y'all see what I'm doing? My granny's garden is doing wonderful. Salon Diva V Home and Garden says she just subbed to my granny's garden. Miss Andale put up the link to my granny's garden. And, and my granny's garden is saying hello to Andale. I want everybody to go check out my granny's garden. If you are not a content creator, you will, if you become one, you will know how important it is to get support. Genuine support. Okay? They call me Sunshine. Says she missed the Whoop Whoop today. Talking about Best Yet Journeys, the Whoop Whoop show, but she's going to catch it. It was really nice, and she had a really nice little game. I think it was, is it this or that? That was really cool. I liked it. Not to put down the other games, but I liked it better than all the games she had in the past because it was gardening related. And in case you didn't know, she had a garden tool or a helper or fertilizer, whatever. And she had two prices, and you had to name it this. I have to borrow that. That game. I love that. It was really, really cool. I'm sorry. I got kind of caught up. But it was a really, really good talk And we got to see another side of Ernie that a lot of people don't know about. Ernie the Hat Maker, that's the name of her channel, does a lot of charity work. In fact, she had to go and do the show early because she had people leaning and depending on her. There are a lot of people out here hurting, guys, and we have to help all we can. I was going to say something, and then I said, no, I'm not going to mention, but I think I am because I know this person is never going to watch YouTube. How do I say it? Let me put it this way. Have you ever welcomed somebody to get something out of your garden and they took a little bit too much? Watch what you say and mean what you say when you tell people to help themselves. I'm not calling out no names, and over the last few days, there was several people here with masks on. So we don't know who it was. But okay, they laughing. They laughing. They feel me. Grandmama Groves, Yankee Sister Holmes said, and Dale, Auntie saying laughed out loud. Yeah, you they just take a little bit too much. And you go like, dang. You don't want to wear out your welcome. You know how your mother raised you. You better not accept anything to eat from anybody when we went to somebody's house unless you looked at our mother and our mother gave you permission. It was like, maybe I was hoping that kind of feeling that would come over them. But it's okay. I have no friends here since we moved here right before the pandemic. Nobody goes in my garden. She's dancing. Nobody but the critters, Cherie. Yeah, so you wanna give and you wanna help. I better leave that alone before I say too much. But you all know what I'm talking about. The church folk took out the green patch 1 year. Oh my God. My bestie would be like that though. She goes in my closet and cupboards and little pack stick and take home. Yes, Lord, they drain me dry, Deborah Johnson say. Oh, yeah, Brenda, your mother will give you that look. Today is my baby brother's birthday. I think he's turned 66. He's a pastor. Sister on the phone today, and we were talking about our mom. How we could be up there in the choir staying dancing, clapping, rocking. Joy of my salvation, yes he is. Little inspirational choir. And then you would have gum chewing. Feel that joy. And my mother would look at you like this. That means when this song is over, you get out of the choir stand and go down to the basement because we're going to have a talk. And we knew what that talk was going to be out. You're going to be in trouble. So we just had a lot of fun reminiscing about our late mother. And we were just thankful that we were raised in that era where children respected the parents. The parents can just, somebody just said it. I think it was Brenda Allen. Somebody said, yes, Brenda Allen said, yeah, your mother would give you that look. You come on downstairs when the song's over. And you didn't mess up. You didn't mess up after that. Grow. I love your name. I love the way you spell it. Hey, Growing with Jay. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so some people will wear out their welcome, and I'm going to move on because I don't want to say too much about it. But let me say this. I'm going to give away some white hibiscus seeds from 2021 tonight. I'm going to give 4 people the pods. And when you open up this little pod, the little seeds will be in it. And I just collected them and put them in the jar because I let them stratify outside on the branches. And the video that I am going to upload probably tomorrow morning, will show you that I got them to germinate in 2 days. So I sent some seeds to, hey, Stacy Hands in the Dirt. I sent some seeds to a couple of my subscribers, my moderators, because I wanted them to test it out. See, this is what you all don't know about me. Well, let me put it this way. You may not know about me. I'm not going to send you any seeds that I haven't germinated. So I didn't want to send the Texas white seeds out to everybody. I sent them to some people that I knew that will diligently try to germinate them because I was real busy. And I anticipated I was going to have a difficult time, but I got them to germinate in 2 days, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So now I'm going to send these. Now, I don't send them in a special envelope. This is what I do. I'm going to take the seeds out. I put them in a little piece of cardboard, and I staple them. And then I wrap them up in bubble wrap and put them in a regular envelope. So that won't cost me $5 to send, okay, with a tracking number and all that. So I'm getting ready to give. How many people did I say? Let's just make it 5. And they'll say her company is doing great too. Man, I'm telling you, when I get a picture in an email and somebody show me their company, it just goes all through me. I love it. So I'm getting ready to give 5 people some seeds. The first 5 people I need for Andale to put start. And nobody please put any other comments. And here is the answer. Nobody put anything in. Thank you, Andale. The reason why, don't jump up and start putting the answer because it's going to be a long question. TLC, thank you for being here. The reason why I had these people to check these seeds to see if I can get them to germinate. Thank you, Lavender, for luck. I'm glad your country doing well. Is because the seeds were produced from a plant that was how old? How old was the white Texas star hibiscus growing in my yard? You can start now. First 5 people that get it, I'll send you some seeds. How old was that plant that the seeds? Now you say sunflower salmon say 13 what? Now you saying 5 and 10. I see 1 year, 5 year, 2 years, 1 year. I could take those answers, but I can't take 5 or 4 without something on it. No one has the right answer. So if I say that no one has the right answer, that means you can continue to guess. You can continue to guess. White Texas star hibiscus. Based upon your answers, I'm thinking you are getting confused with the red Texas star hibiscus. Look, I'm getting ready to pour the wrong thing. I'm on tea. This is peach tea with just a little, peace tea with a little peach. David Corey said 18 years? 10 years? Okay. My computer says it's 7:46. When it turns to 7:47, we're going to stop, and I'm going to take the answers that I think are the closest. This is good. It's still 7:46. It's still 7:46. 7:47. And Dale, would you put the stop? And Dale, would you please put the stop? Thank you, Andale. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. Some people still putting their numbers in, but it won't matter because they don't have, it's not right. Those of you that said 2 years or more, you're wrong. The correct answer is, I hope you can see that, it's 18 months or 1.5 years. That's why I didn't know if they were going to germinate. Now I know. So anybody that said 2 years or more, you are wrong. So far, Karen Witherspoon has 1 year. Somebody write this down. Grace and Fire, 1 year. African Express, and you got to be in the United States. Not implying that you are an African Express, but when I saw that, I got to remember I got to have postage for the United States or its territory. I think Cherie, when it comes up, said something like 15 months, and she got it. It was 16 months. I mean, 18 months. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Grace and Fire said a year. Then Grace and Fire said 6 months. That was actually a combined answer. 12 years, 18 years, 6 months, said Stacy Hands in the Dirt. Yankee Sister said 20 years. Whoa. Quinny's Playroom said a year. Bobby Wilson put that down for a year. Goddess Leo almost got it. If she would have said 1.5 years, that would have been it. At Home with Cherie was the grand winner. 15 months, because it's been 18 months. 2 years. Tasha Oshie Groves. I would give them to her. Ladybug Palmer, 1.5 years. She's a winner. And that's it. Now, who's got the winners down? Yeah, you have some in the mail, Cherie. But you can tell me who you want to have them. So, who is taking notes? Andale, okay. Andale said Karen Witherspoon. Grace and Fire. African Express. Quinny's Playroom. Bobby Wilson. Tasha Oshie Groves. And Ladybug Palmer. That's it. Copy. Let's put that in the Word document. Down at the bottom. And Cherie, you can tell me who you want to get your seeds. Cherie, you got a lot of land. I suggest that you grow them, because they will come back in your zone. You have a lot of land, and those White Star hibiscus, they are stellar. They kind of glow like in the dark. They don't really glow like neon, but they stand out kind of like moonflowers. think we was at Growing with Hudson on the live or something. We were talking about the moonflowers. And somebody said they glow in the dark. They don't actually glow in the dark, but because they bloom in the dark when the sun is setting and they drop off when the sun comes up shortly after, they just stand out. Because I have moonflowers in my front yard. And so all of the white hibiscus that I'm going to grow for myself, they're going to go in the front yard because they are drought and heat tolerant and cold tolerant. And I don't have to go out there in the front and water every day because I got too much back here that I'm watering. Yes, Grace and Fire did win. So now everybody who won, I will put my email address up again, and I know my moderators probably will too. Email me with a mailing address. Even if I had your email address before, it just helps me, guys, because I have a lot going on. Yes, Renee, they are beautiful for a night garden. And cream of the crop. Yes, if you hate watering like I do when it gets real hot outside, it's 108 degrees, they have a long tap root that goes way down deep. And so they can pull up moisture. So all you have to water them is once or twice a week when it's real hot. So I will get those seeds out to you on Wednesday. That's my seed day. Wednesday seeds will be going in the mail. And it's not going to be in a fancy envelope with a tracking number, just a regular little envelope, self-stamped envelope, or just this, like this little envelope, just like this here. And I'll put a stamp on it and your name. Okay? Put that right there. Now, going forward, anytime I ever do comfrey again, I will not be rooting them because now I am comfortable and I know that they root very fast. And I'll be sharing with you a video about how quickly they will grow. Anybody that has the Russian Blocking 14 comfrey from me, it will grow in the shade. It'll grow in full sun. It'll grow in the heat, but it doesn't like a temperature below 19. But that's been my experience. We had a 3-degree temperature and my comfrey all grew back because it has, once again, a long tap root that goes way down in the earth and stays warm, and then it starts to grow. I was going to say matriculate up when it's reaching for the sun when the conditions are more favorable. So don't worry about it. If it's a little limp when you got it, I thought I had one over here. I'm sending one out tomorrow. If it was a little limp when you got it, the leaves, don't worry about it. It's going to keep growing. So going further with this business, I'm only going to send the cuttings out because you can't mess it up. It'll grow in sand. It'll grow in perlite. It'll grow in potty mix. You can't mess it up. It'll grow. Okay? All right. Now, where am I? Okay, look at my notes. Everybody put up their channels. Moderators, you put your channels. Now, did you guys see that 15 or 16 second video of my turnips? I grew, I would say 9 pounds. I think I measured only 8.5 pounds of turnips. But I had cooked some before then. Well, I'm starting some more turnips. Because if you go without eating potatoes, as long as I have, so I don't develop diabetes too, I started experimenting with turnips, and today I got the right combination. to keep them very low cal, and it felt almost as if I was eating potatoes because it has like a peppery taste to it in the turnip anyway, kind of spicy. And then I put the black pepper and did the Parmesan cheese, and I didn't put any olive oil in the ones that I showed you, but I went back and I got like a little pad of butter and I added to mine for lunch with that Parmesan cheese. Baby, it was good. So I can imagine having a steak or some fish, anything that you would have a potato with, salmon, and do the turnips instead so it won't run your or elevate your blood sugar. So let's talk a little bit about the turnips. I want you to know where they came from. It became really notable in Europe as a popular vegetable eaten by the lower economic class. But today, turnips is boasted now because of its high nutritional content. Did you know that there are a lot of healthy benefits to turnips? So when you find out how high it is in fiber and how low it is in calories, you'll start thinking about it can be an alternative side dish. Because I should have added some of my caramelized onions to it. But I can't eat a lot of onions, but I can't eat them cooked. A little. Can you imagine having little caramelized onions with those turnips? It would have been really, really good. So I'm going to find different ways to cook them. Researchers have shown that those that consume higher amounts of cruciferous vegetables that are high in fiber have a lower risk of developing cancer. So, I had a colonoscopy last year, and my sister had one, and she said they didn't find any polyps or anything, my sister. She's a little younger than me. She said, but he told me I need to eat more fiber. How did he know I don't eat a lot of fiber? I said, Jody, that's what he does. He knows what the colon looks like of somebody that eats a lot of fiber and what it looks like when they don't. Oh, I didn't think about that. My sister and I, we just be acting a nut on the phone. And so we were thinking about other things that she can eat, that would add a lot of fiber. And so turnips will, by them being high in fiber, will reduce inflammation in the colon. And this is the one where I want to tell my brother, as well as risk diverticulosis. And that's what he had. A couple of years ago, we were on a camping trip, and we got word that he was rushed to the hospital and they found out and diagnosed him. And I ain't no doctor, so I may not be pronouncing these names right. Diverticulosis. But I do know that it's like inflamed colon, and it can have ulcers in it. And so certain things that you know that you can't eat because you'll have a risk of developing that again. But he was very ill for a while. And also, you guys know that you can eat the fresh leafy greens in the turnips. It produces a lot of calcium. And we know as a senior citizen, a lot of us could be developing osteoporosis. I guess I pronounced that one right too. Thinning of the bones. So we have to have a little bit more calcium. So just 1 cup of cooked turnip greens will provide you with 220 milligrams of calcium. So it's a very good, nutritious food for you to eat, and you don't need to. If you are borderline diabetic, or they can name you being pre-diabetic. I've been pre-diabetic for 13 years. That's why I don't go crazy with a bunch of sweet stuff and sugary and starch and fatty foods with a lot of grease, because then I'll start having to take medication. So far, I've dodged that bullet. My mother was diabetic. Okay? So don't wait until you become diabetic and then have to starve, or you think you have to starve and not eat all these different things. Start reducing those things now. Look it up and read what's very good for you. Another thing I want to tell you about is the smaller the turnip is, the sweeter the flavor is to the turnips. Yes, I'm looking at my notes. And the bigger the turnip is, the more spicier and woody taste they will be. So I'm going to start some more turnip seeds tomorrow, not just for the greens, but specifically for the medium-sized roots. I'm thinking that if I can get them out to the greenhouse in February, March, April, not May, before it gets real, real hot, I'll be able to harvest them before, it gets too hot and they will bolt. Okay? And another good thing about turnips is they have a long shelf life. So the best way to cook them, you can make them like mashed potatoes. You can roast them. I know a lady that told me that she eats them raw. But depending on how you cook them, how spicy they would be, and what your palate is like and what you like. I like hot, spicy food. So I put a lot of pepper in mine, and I knew that the turnip has a spicy flavor. And I knew I was going to like them because I like diced turnips in my mixed greens. So much so when I'm canning them, I'll dip them out in a strainer to the side and make sure I evenly distribute them in my quart jars to make sure that each jar has some. Okay? So, but you can mash them up. You can put them in soup. You can put them in stews. Try something different. I've been getting a lot of people saying okra in mixed greens. You never heard of that. Try it. You might like it. Don't put your okra in your greens if you don't like okra. You see what I'm saying? But if you like the taste of okra, I put them in my mixed greens, and I love them. You can even pickle the turnips if you like to eat crunchy stuff as a snack. Okay, I see my comments are going real fast, so I want to go and look and see what you all are saying. Let me go back up here to the winner. David Groy said, grow them and send me some. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the moonflowers. Okay, let's go on. And Dale says she got a perfect place for her comfrey when it gets just a little bit warmer. Yeah, I got something growing in my greenhouse to put around my fruit trees. And when we had the low temperature of 19, my society garlic has died back, but I'm not worried about it because I've seen them come back from 3 degrees. Come spring, they're going to pop up. And Quinny said that the turnips look good. And Tasha She Grows said yes with the Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it really tastes really good. Ladybug Palmer says she liked the little video. Yeah, so I'm doing some little short videos to stay in touch with you all on the days where I'm studying, I'm in class, or I'm making products and doing orders. So to not let you think that I deserted you. Oh, deserted you. Cream of the Crop said, I loved it in my crawfish boil. Now that, I bet you that would be good and spicy. Yeah. And grows. I saw your picture. That is Sha-Na-Na. I just realized who that was. I love your shorts. I saw the turnip one. I would love to see the recipe. Not big on turnip roots, but I'm open for a change. Yeah, I'll slow it down and make a video on it, specifically grows, which is Sha-Na-Na. And I just put just a little of the Parmesan cheese, but it was enough to set it off. And I had told my sister that I had bought the Hearts of Palm in a can. And at Whole Foods, I got the linguine, and I think I got angel hair pasta, because that's another substitute for low carbs, low starch. And I told her if nothing else, I could add the heart of palms because you can match those up with the turnips, but I didn't really need to. Yes, Brenda Allen, the caramelized onions, I have them in jars that I canned. I cooked them in my slow cooker. That video has gotten a lot of views. If anybody interested, you can go look at my playlist for canning to see how I make my caramelized onions. That way you can just add them to your recipe. Only one thing I did wrong. Okay, Angel Loves Gardener said that diverticulitis, whatever that is, I know what she said, it runs in her family too. And it's nothing, you right, Auntie, it's nothing to play with because you lose a lot of blood. Okay, I don't want to keep talking about that, but it's nothing to play with. And my brother was afraid because your mind will start playing tricks with you and make you think you got cancer. But thank God he has totally recovered from that. Now, he has to eat a certain way to avoid that. Now, there's one thing that I noticed that I should have done. I rinsed the turnips off like they were potatoes, and it wasn't no starchy residue. The next time I won't do that. And when I rinsed them off, I added a little bit more water to it. I shouldn't have done that. But I want to share that with you. So when I do make it again, I'm going to do from beginning to end. And I was blessed. Somebody donated to me one of those tripods that you can lean over your stove. And, your hands are free. So I will be doing it again. And that's the kind that I had, David, the purple turnips. And when you peel them, they're white. The tops, purple top turnips. And some varieties say 7-leaf purple top turnips because they sprout up the turnip leaves. Okay. Yeah, but they really were delicious, and they really taste like potatoes to me. So I'm going to make something else with them soon. Okay. Barb Brownlee says she puts them in her greens. Oh, now that would be a good idea. Cotton Creations. She's going to try turnip chips. Yeah, like I do my kale chips. Bria, my little grand angel, who I took care of since she was born, till she went to school. She used to love my turnip and banana chips. Okay, I'm going to try some of those turnip chips. Thank you. I got my dehydrator out of my storage room. It's in my kitchen because I'm going to be dehydrating some stuff. Okay, that sounds good. I usually roast mine. Some of the ones I grew in the spring were spicy raw, but sweet when roasted. Very good. And so down, somebody, Stinky Butter Ranch, said they craving turnips. Okay. Hey, skinny boy Randy. How you doing? Good to see you. What's going on? Hey, Arkansas woodcutter, let me tell you all something. I don't call out people's names unless they come into my life, because I think that's proper etiquette. And so while I'm saying this, if you go into somebody else's life, unless they call out the person, it's not proper etiquette if you mention their name. Okay? I don't want to offend anybody. But I'm going to tell you all this. Boy, and I'm not going to cry. I am not going to cry. I couldn't sleep one night, and skinny boy Randy, Lady Cheryl, not sure you saw. Please send the seeds I won to Miss Viola Graham. I sure will. Thank you. That's perfect. Since we were doing blessings from the garden from Miss Viola Graham. Thank you, Cherie. But one night, I couldn't sleep. And I'm going to tell you why I couldn't sleep. I am not going to cry. My son, you all know the one I call the COO. His wife has COVID. And you all know he has compromised immune system because he's on dialysis. And I was just praying and I was just praying. I don't care how strong your faith is, you're human. And as a parent, you will worry about your baby, even though you take it to the Lord in prayer and leave it there, your flesh would get weak. So I couldn't sleep. So I turned my phone on, and Skinny Boy Randy was on live. And he said he hadn't done a live in a long time. And he was just doing his Skinny Boy Randy. You know how he is, y'all. He real upbeat and whatever. And I was so down and out. And when he saw me, I signed in, hey, Skinny Boy, in chat. Skinny Boy Randy went, oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, Jesus, Lord, my mama in the house. My mama in the house. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, when he did that, my heart, which was way down like this, it just perked up. So you never know what somebody is going through. And he was remembering, he was going down memory lane when his channel first started doing real well, and he was getting picked up by news media and a commercial for YouTube and something in his home state. He was in the newspaper and he was on television. And I said, Skinny Boy Randy, now don't go getting all Hollywood on me now. I still remember us. He brought that up. And he remembered verbatim. He can tell you the story better than I could. And he said, y'all call her Lady Cheryl, I call her Miss C. Because I think he went to cosmetology school too. And I was telling them in something in one of my lives or video or something, people used to call me Miss C, and I got to get used to Lady Cheryl. But he went on and on and on and just said so many nice things about me and my contribution to the gardening community. And I got off that live, I was just floating on air. And I'm not one of those people that you got to puff up to make me feel good about myself, but I was in a low place knowing that my son and his wife, they sleep in the same bed, they be in the same car. If she got COVID, he gonna get COVID. And it just lifted my spirits that I slept like a baby after that. So what are you saying? You never know what somebody is going through. And if the Lord put on your heart to acknowledge a person, do it. Because the Lord put on his heart. I know Skinny Boy Randy, and he's singing his spirituals and his old church songs and stuff. I know how he was raised in a similar background that I have been. And I knew that the Holy Spirit put it on his heart to shout me out. And that's why I got on the phone that night, laying in my bed, tossing and turning, praying and couldn't sleep. But he really, really uplifted me. And you know what? My daughter-in-law hasn't gone to the hospital, and my son hasn't tested positive yet. I'm not saying that he's not going to get it, and I'm not claiming that he will. But all I know is my soul was lifted that night, and I know that there's power in prayer. And I'm still praying that they will be okay. And that goes for any of you out there, because it's getting closer and closer, this virus, to encapsulating somebody in everybody's family. I think I told you all last week that my classmate and cousin had a heart attack and died in a fatal car accident. And his son, his wife, and his aunt all had COVID when they ran over there and got the news, and they didn't know. But the funeral was Saturday, and they were all released in time to be able to go to the funeral. So it's hitting everybody. Okay? So you all be careful and be sanitary out there. Let me see what the comments are saying. I see Skinny Boy is speaking to everybody. And yes, God will do it. Little blessing. Hey, Miss Debbie. I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. That's right. Praise God. So something just told me turn on my phone. And I just went into his live. Right. He is so sweet. Hope your son and his wife are doing better. And I hope Skinny Boy Randy is too after his recent scare. Yes, I reached out to him when he was sick and he had surgery in the hospital. And you all know I can't watch everybody's video. And so I hadn't been watching Randy Boy's videos that much when I found out about his illness. But when I saw that headline, you know I had to stop and leave my words of strengthening that I was praying for him. And I do that for everybody. Okay? So everybody, let's all pray for each other. That's all we can do. You can mask up, you can wash your hands, but now they're saying this new variant can get through those cloth masks. Some people get it and they don't even know how they got it. You know, I saw on something on Facebook, I think, or the Twitter about on Twitter, Whoopi Goldberg says she don't even know how she got it. You think you're following all the protocols and it's just in the air. You just never know. So let's just pray for everybody. We all need prayer. Okay, very good. So yeah, I just had to give props to my skinny boy Randy because he lifted me up a mighty way and he did not know how down I was. I was so down. Okay. Well, guys, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. I want to talk about, again, the blessing from the garden. This week, we have acknowledged and lifted up Miss My Granny's Garden. We posted her channel several times. Anybody that wants to join my Perks Clubs, you're welcome to so you can attend those Zoom classes. The next pressure canning class is going to be January 23rd, and then we're going to have a Q&A for making all your own products, your candles, your lotions, your creams, your butter, everything, on the 30th at 12 noon. Thank you, Sunflower Sammy. I forgot all about my special. It is on my website. It is the ginger honey, the turmeric honey, and the hibiscus honey is sold as a trio, okay? And I normally sell it for $25. Let me hook it up right now. Go to my websites. Let's go to specials. And please don't order it any place other than in the special area, because if you do, you won't get the discount. It is normally the 3-4 ounce jars are $25. They are on sale until midnight for $19.99. And that includes shipping and handling. Priority mail confirmation. You'll get an email from the post office and you'll get one from me. Hibiscus honey, ginger honey, and turmeric. The trio. Thank you for mentioning it, because I was getting ready to get off of here, guys, and not even bring up the special. But if you're new to my channel, if you're watching the replay, I have a special every Monday night until midnight. I stay up and start processing those orders every night to midnight. I've already had my nap. I know how to do it. I had my nap before I went on to the Whoop Whoop show. Okay? So let me go back to the special and see. I just ordered last Saturday. Holy smokes. Gotta get some more. That was you, Sunflower Sammy. Yes, thank you. I appreciate your order. Love and your son. Thank you, Lavender Luck. I appreciate your prayers. Thank you, my granny's garden. Yeah, it's rough, guys. You know, my sister, my sister was telling me about all the people that was sick and she couldn't get close to so many people. She was afraid during the time of bereavement, and she was saying that her son came from Texas to that funeral in Indiana because he grew up with the children of my cousin. And he had to fly, and you have to be careful, and everybody has somebody that they know now that has COVID. So we just gotta, like I said, pray for everybody. And I was going to say something else about my sister. I can't remember, but it'll come to me later. If it's something that I need to mention in the chat, I'll put it in the comments later. But we just all have to pray and be careful. And thank you, Growing with Hudson, putting the honey trio on. And I was going to say something else. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Cherie saying she's liking the ginger honey. And Yankee Sister saying she's banging. I have no complaints whatsoever about the honeys, guys. Trust me, if you get it, you're going to love it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to even add this to your order. Okay, let me figure out where it is. Yes, I found it. I'm going to add one of these where you will dip it into your honey and turn it so you don't have to use a whole lot. Okay? So anybody that ordered that special tonight, I'm not going to put it on the website. I'll just leave it right here and put it in the little baggie. It will come in with your order. Okay? All right. Anybody that orders that before midnight, I stay up until give you another hour in case whatever zone that that you're in. Okay. Okie dokie. I think that's it. Are there any questions? Loving Grown Green Garden. Hello, LC. This is my first time being here. God can do all things. I would get caught up. I just got over COVID for the second time. Blessings. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, Skinny Boy Randy. We love you here in Richmond, Virginia. Wow, I thank you for the shout out. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You are light. Just keep on shining, Skinny Boy. Just don't go Hollywood on me. I'm kidding. Just kidding. So, yeah. Anybody, if you have any questions at this time about anything, before I get off of here, he said we going together. I want you to put your question in all caps. Anybody that has a question. My elderberry cutting is doing well. Update video coming soon. Thank you so much, Lady Cheryl. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for putting it in the site in the chat. Putting it in the site in the chat. Please keep your questions in all caps for Lady Cheryl. Typing the question. That way it'll allow me to check them out. I can't distinguish, guys. Did you do Mod Squad post member C's post Cash App? Yes. If you're a moderator and you didn't put your channel up, go ahead and put it up. Can you repeat the special? Yes, you go to my website, LadyCherylsProducts.com. Go to the sales and special or gift set and special page. And at the very top, it says something like, do you want to know what the Monday midnight to midnight only special is? And then I have a picture every week. And this week, I changed it and I put my honey trio. And they're 4 ounces of your highest qualities Manuka honey with turmeric and just a touch of black pepper, because turmeric is good for anti-inflammation, a lot of other good things, but it gets into your system faster with a little black pepper. And then, of course, all the benefits. You can read it on my website for ginger honey and hibiscus honey. And you only need like a teaspoon. You can put it just in hot water and drink it like a tea, or you can drink it in conjunction with my teas. You guys know I have the peace tea, which brings down your blood pressure. And then I'm not a doctor. Check with your physician. Don't go off the medicine. And then I have the sleepy time tea, which I call relaxation. And all of the ingredients on the website. Then I have one that lowers your blood sugar, that you don't have to add any honey or anything to it because it has stevia in it. And what is the other one? Relaxation, peace, blood sugar. You know, I can't even think right now. Let me go to the teas. Soursop. Help prevent cancer. You all know I've been cancer-free for 30 years. And it also lowers your blood pressure. Yep. That's where I start off my morning, with my soursop tea. And the soursop tea, you can take one of those packages and put half of it in 32 ounces of water or in your teapot. And you can take it and strain it, put it in your refrigerator, sip on it all day long. Okay? And you don't have to add any sugar to it unless you're one of those people that just like real sweet stuff. You can add a little honey to it or stevia. Okay. Let me go back to Blessings from the Garden and see. Thanks everyone for your prayers. I will be ordering some honey. I wish I had it now. Oh, it goes so fast. And let me just share with my people that are new to my channel. If you're here later watching the replay, I have my settings for subscribers only to comment so that we can avoid trolls that I call cheese sandwiches that are living in their mother's basement, and they come in the chat and try to disrupt with negativity. And so I have them blocked where they can't come in. Okay? Now, TLC says, do you have any more elderberry cuttings? Yes, I sure do. All you have to do is email me and we'll hook up together, and there's my Cash App right up under, Tia put it under there, right up under there. Did I win tonight? Yes, you did, African Express. You're supposed to email me if you live in the U.S. or the what do you call them, territories, then you will get it. Sifting Some Soy said, yes, your honey is everything with your tea. Thank you, Sifting Some Soy. Brenda Allen, yes. The soursop tea, it's delicious. It doesn't have just soursop. It has a little, oh man. Soursop tea has a lot of other things in it. I go blank sometimes, guys, when I know that I gotta tell you everything in it, but I know it has like a little bit of lavender. Come on. Lemon zest and mint and lemongrass. Because you know, you want things to be tasteful, not just medicinal. Just like I work a long time trying to get the right combinations, and then I create a formula with precise measurements. And if you know anything about me, if you attend any of my Making Your Products classes, you know that I measure everything. Okay? So I think the soursop with the lemongrass, that really mellows it out. Now, this is the one, the blood sugar, I did all of my research. It has bitter melon. And by the way, you guys know that I'm doing a gratitude garden this year, right? Everything in my garden that I'm starting from seeds are either old seeds that I've had at least 5 years or more in my freezer, seeds people donated to me, or seeds that I let plants go to seed and I harvest them. And I got to add one more category. When I was planting some peas and stuff today, I noticed that I had some seeds from 2015 on the package that came from the dollar store. Before the pandemic, they would put them on sale for 2 cents to 4 cents for flowers and 2 cents for vegetables, I think. But now they don't go on sale real cheap anymore. Okay? So I started some of them. There's only one seed that I planted so far that is in my gratitude garden that I bought last year, and that is 1 package of stevia seeds. And I'm also going to plant 1 package of Baker Creek's small bitter melon. because bitter milling, I had to outsource it organically from mountain herbs in order to put into my blood sugar tea that lowers your blood pressure. So I have the chicory, ginger, I outsourced cinnamon, I had outsourced lavender, I had dandelion, and I had stevia. And the other last ingredient is called fenugreek seed. And that don't even sound like something that I want to try to grow, but I may. Okay, but I did order bitter melon from Baker Creek. Okay, I just want to make that clear. So any of you that's starting your gratitude gardens, just designate one garden bed, one container, and hashtag it gratitude garden. So we all know that's a part of this LC my subscribers. Okay? Okay, let me go back and see if I have any more questions. I'm so glad you all like the honey. I'm really, really glad that, you are letting other people know that you like it. Okay, so y'all should have gotten your seeds. I'm not going to do any more seeds this month, except the people that won the white Texas hibiscus seeds. And I will let you know toward the end of January what seeds I'm going to be giving out next. Okay. Are there any more questions? Well, Miss Auntie already sent the seeds out for this month. I appreciate what you're doing, but that was over. Yeah, that was over. No more seeds for this month. Dragon Queen #1, thank you. She said, hello, everybody. I'm new to your live. I watch your videos, but I always miss your lives. Oh, Dragon Queen there. Every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless it's a holiday or I'm on vacation. Yeah. Thank you for being here. So if you go back and you watch the replay in the beginning, you might be interested in joining our Perks Clubs. Hey, I love that little email. Copy that. Save that image. I like that email emoji. Stinky Puddle Ranch and Bar Brownlee, y'all have some of the best emojis. That's cool. Okay, I gotta put that somewhere. Cool. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. I will be dropping a video tomorrow or the next day showing you all the seedlings that I'm growing in the house. And then I'll drop one toward the end of the week about my what's going on in the greenhouse. Please hit the like button on your way out if you haven't hit it already. You sure there aren't any more questions? I don't want to miss anybody. I don't think I missed anything. Moderators, did I miss anybody? Okay, I was at Homesteader. Good night. Don't forget to like and share, everybody. Thank you, Mel Nilo. Thank you so much. And don't forget to email me so I can send your seeds out on Wednesday. The white Texas Star Hibiscus. Those are won tonight. Good night, Mignon. Good night, Vanessa Buckner. Good night, Melissa SoCal. Good night, Stinky Puddle Ranch. Good night, Yankee Sister. Everyone is in my prayers and have a wonderful evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, Bar Brownlee. Thank you. Amazing live. Yes, have a great week. Stay safe. Goodbye, Lorraine T. Blowing kisses to everybody. You guys know that I love you and God loves you too. Okay. Good night. Thanks for being here. See you Monday.